Alright, you are welcome to the part 3 of how to use Corel Draw and mastering the interface. Alright, following what I've shown you ever since from my previous videos, I will need you to watch them to understand how and what we did to come to this phase that we are in. Alright, I will guide you through the rest. Now from where we stopped last. We stopped at the text tool, but I'll quickly move to these other tools right here: the shape tool, the shadow tool rather, the contour, the blend, the distort, the envelope, the extrude, the block shadow. Right? I'll quickly add this block shadow, other version, the lesser version like 2017 or X7 as the case might be, do not have this function. I think 2018 and 2019 does not have this function. This block shadow they don't have this function, right? So it is advisable that you get a higher version of Corel Draw depending on what you want, right? Very quickly, we have the shadow tool, right? The shadow tool is to give your you also add a little this into it, right? Just to add a little effect to it. Get it? All right, let me quickly just bring this down here. Okay. All right. I would love to change the text. Let me change the text here. Let me use this. Alright, like I told you, the shape tool has different effects. So let me just reduce it a little bit here. Alright. Now, the shadow tool, what does it do? It adds shadow to your work. Right? It adds shadow to your work. Like that. Like this. Like this. Or like this. Either way, whatever you want. Whatever dimension you want. Or you can easily just come to the presets. Right? You can come to the preset, choose the dimension you want. Right? Choose the dimension you want. Give it to you. You can also choose to add a preset. Add your own presets and tell them this is right. So that's just that. So this is it. Turn it. After you can also adjust it to what you want, right? So that is just that about the shadow. So let's clear the shadow, but take note, other version of Corel Draw, lesser version will not have this clear shadow. They will have a red cross signifying clear the shadow, right? So let's clear the shadow. Let's come back to our pick tool. And mind you, okay, that is that. Other lesser version will not have it as shadow tool like this. They will have it as a symbol. That is that. Then let's come to our contour. This is what our contour does so many things depending on what you're using for. For text, it's add more or less like an outline, a thick outline. We call it a border to it now, right? What you've done, there's a border already, so you can Control K. Once you got Control K, it breaks it from the border. I can give this one yellow, right? You see, so I can give this one red. I can also give it a black border. You see, right? I can give it return to its black, and I give it a yellow border. Right, so it all depends. So it's both text and the border, right? Both the text and the border. That is that. So that's what the contour tool does, right? So let's bring it to one side. Let's put in our black. Alright, then next tool we have the blend tool. Basically, it might not necessarily work with what is it called now, this image, this text rather it works with object line, right? Let me show you what I mean by that. Control Z. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let me get rid of this. Let me draw outline some line. Right, let me draw out two lines. Alright, with this blend tool now, I can get a line. See, but that's not what I want. That's not what I want. I want to have a line with. I want to draw a line. I want to draw a line with these two. Right, so I'll click on it again. I will pick it up. Okay, right. These are results. So you can choose to decrease the line, right, or increase the line, right. You can choose to decrease it or increase it. It all depends on what you want, and it has your own function. Mind you, they have their own function here. There's also a preset, right? Straight 3 steps, straight 10 steps to increase it. It all depends, right? So that is that. Let's get rid of that. Alright, next one we have a distort tool. Right, if I click on the distort, let me bring out an object. Now this distort tool, just like the name implies, distort, right? Distort it to what you want. Give a curve, a shape of what you want, how you want to be, how you want to shape, the rest of it like that. So distort tool, get it right, just as the name suggests, to distort. Then next we have what is it called now? We have our envelope tool, just the same thing, but we are distorted, but in a different way. You can shape it just easy as that. So that is that. Then next you have the extrude. This one work with text also. So for people that want to work with they want to make a 3D, can work with this also, right? Can choose to change everything, change the way it works, and clear extrude, right? You can also change the color, how you want it to look, and everything like that. Yeah, so but from our next videos, I'll be showing how some of these things, how to apply the effects and the rest of them, right? So that is that. Some subsequent videos rather, I will show how to work with 3D with the rest of them. So that being said, I will move us to the next one, which is the block shadow. I told us the block shadow tool is totally different from every other tool, right? It's more or less adding shadow to something, right? Get it right? That is just it. So I choose to change the color, then you can change your text color to, let's say, red, right, or blue, or blue, or a cyan, depending on what you want, right? So depends on what you want. It all depends. So with this now you can change it. So let's go there again. So you can change the color of what you want, right? Just like that. So it's That's just that. You can reduce it, shape it to what you want, give it the shape that you want, give it the color that you want, and everything. So it's quite different from the extrude. If you observe, it's quite different from the extrude. The extrude cannot change your color directly from this point, but with this you can change the color, right? That's just that about this. So yes. So why I think that is that about this. The next one is transparent tool. It stands on its own, or some other version it does not stand on its own, right? Some other version it stands on its own, right? So you can just click on it to make your text or your image or your whatever transparent. So if you observe, you see my text becoming transparent, right? So just to make it transparent, you can work with it. You all depend how to manipulate it, right? It's as easy as you see it, as the name like transparent tool. But make sure before you transparent, click on your icon or click on your image that you would want to transparent, right? Because if you just click on nothing, it's nothing will be transparent, right? That's just that. So you can just to clear it here. No transparent, you can click on it. No transparent. Yes, let me click on the object and click no transparent. Click here and click no transparent. Right? That is just that. Then what's your same also on your transparent tool? There are also other function also. Your transparent tool, you discover the other functions it does, but let's come here. Here it just merge mode. You can choose whatever. You can choose to make your screen. You can choose to make it an overlay. You can choose to make it soft light. All depend on what you want, right? Depending on what you want. I give this a dark background now. Right, sorry. I'll bring the dark background here and page it down. You see, to give me something different, right? So it all depends on what you want. So that's just that. So then this we have a color eyedropper tool. So for my next video I will explain the next ones for us.